Hey y'all, listen. I tried to turn the camera towards the information, but it's not looking good. So y'all just want to see my beautiful face. I tried to turn the camera towards the information. It wasn't working out, so y'all just gonna have to look at my pretty face, okay? Do me a favor. If y'all are watching me live, throw a one in the chat. If you are watching me on a replay, throw a two in the chat for me. Thank ya. Let's go. Hey to everybody that's joining. How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My princess is even still up, y'all. She about to go back to bed because she about to go to bed soon because she starts summer school tomorrow. So last week I know my video was a little off, so I'm going to actually change that. So I'm about to get started in a few minutes, y'all. Okay, like I said, share this link with somebody you love. Let's get started. Share this link with somebody you love because financial literacy is for everybody. I don't care what nobody tell ya. Got some music playing in the background. How everybody doing? Hey, 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 good evening to everybody. Thank you so much for you guys who are here on time tonight. Thank you so much because we're going to get started on time. Like I said, do us a favor and the person who invited you, put them in the chat first and foremost. Put their names in the chat. That's first and foremost. Number two, let us know where you calling in from. Are you calling in from what city, what state are you calling in from at this time? And who invited you? And like I said, throw a one in the chat if you are watching me live. Throw a two in the chat if you are watching a replay. If you learn something, let's show some love in the chat, y'all. Do a favor, show some love in the chat. Throw some fireballs, throw some hearts. My favorite emoji is the robotic arm, okay? And if y'all need some help, do me a favor, just go ahead and text me, or the link is in my bio. Go ahead and contact me that way, okay? But we spitting the hot fire tonight. That's what we do. Okay, I see Philly out there represented. Y'all know that's my hometown. Yes, yes, yes. Philly, Philly, Philly is where I am from. Yeah, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I wish she would make some new music. I tell y'all that much. See, we got my queen, Miss Mary, on right now. Y'all know about Miss Mary. Let me turn this down just a little bit because I don't want Instagram to get up in arms. But you know, some of the people that said they're gonna be here. How y'all doing? We see these people coming on. How you doing, Miss Robinson? How you doing? We got Delaware in the house. Hey, Delaware. Where y'all calling in from? Where y'all watching at? Carnell, you streaming in your group? Can you hear me, Carnell? I'm gonna give me some water real quick, y'all. Be right back. I'll be right back. You want to come say hi to everybody? Don't turn that loud, Bellamy, because mommy doing a presentation. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera on. I know it's not quite 8 o'clock, but you know, y'all here early, so y'all get to hear me. Y'all get to hear me be on my soapbox a little bit. And so what I just wanted to say to y'all, for those of you who are here, I need y'all to understand a few things. Like I said, financial literacy is for everybody, for first and foremost. It's not just for the rich, okay? And if y'all paying attention to what's going on in the world today, y'all know that they just canceled, they're canceling affirmative action in these schools. Because we know a lot of people who's going to be on these calls. First of all, like I said, financial literacy is for everybody, but a lot of these people look just like me and they look just like you, right? Which says, okay, so we don't have to let minorities into these schools no more. But I need y'all to understand who and what is the great equalizer. That's money. And what color is that? That is green. But guess what is the real affirmative action? The real affirmative action is financial literacy. What is financial literacy? Financial literacy is having the correct relationships with your finances, what to do with them, and how to work them. Because guess what? If you got the right money and you know how to manage it and you know what to do with it, you're gonna get into a whole lot of doors. Okay. you got some ducats. Y'all know, am I speaking a little some older terms, some ducats? Y'all know what that is? That moolah, that money. Yeah. Please. All right, so we got a few people here. We're gonna get started probably in about 2 minutes. We're gonna get a little time for a few more folks to get on. Like we said, please go ahead and share this link because we want everybody to hear this information. Mm-hmm. All right. Good. Oh, we got a lot of people coming in. Congratulations. Carnell, are you streaming or no? Are you recording? I'm about to get ready. I'm about to start shooting from the hip. Okay. So if you guys are here tonight, you are definitely in for a treat because like we said, financial literacy is for everybody. And we are so appreciative for you being here with us tonight because you could be here anywhere. You could be anywhere, but you're here with us. So do me a favor, put your city and state in the chat. Also, let us know who invited you tonight, okay? Because that's so far, I'm killing y'all right now. So just to let y'all know. So yes. So put your city and state in the chat. Let us know who invited you. Not only do we appreciate you, we appreciate the person who invited you. But I'm about to get myself set up here because, okay, we got Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, when she said Tyra invited her. Like I said, I'm killing y'all. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm going to introduce myself. Yeah, see, in case y'all didn't know, I like to have fun. But the number one thing I like to do is teach. Okay. My whole motto is you're gonna learn today. All right, because y'all gonna learn today. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Oh yeah, we some people they coming in. All right, let's see. All right, Mr. Newsome, can you see my screen? VP. I can't, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me first and foremost? Let's make sure our audio is right. Can y'all hear me? Yes, please. Yes. Y'all can't hear me?
We're hearing you.
Okay. Okay, now there you go. All right. Can you see my screen? That's the most important thing. All right. I wanted to make sure. Okay. So just like my welcome screen says, please grab a pen and paper and take copious notes. I already told y'all to go ahead and share this link. And also, just want to let you know everything that's being shared here tonight can be clarified by your rep or the person that invited you here. Also, this information is also shared in various financial literacy groups. Make sure you are added and you are a part of the financial literacy group of the person who invited you here. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Tyra Jacqueline, aka the Creditator. Some of y'all old enough to know where I got that name from. Here's a little bit of my background. Yes, I am a consultant. I have backgrounds in real estate, insurance, and social services. Also, come April 15th, you know, I for a decade, I worked for y'all favorite 3 letters of the alphabet. Come April 15th. Now, some of y'all gonna get that, some of y'all not. All right, right here. So first and foremost, why is credit important? Credit allows you to leverage OPM, which is other people's money. Credit is your character, and that's how these banks look at you. Are you trustworthy? Can we trust you with what we're giving you? Now, I need you to also understand that your credit report and your credit scores are two separate entities. However, they do need to be worked together. And a lot of times, believe it or not, your credit report is actually more than your credit score. Something else I need y'all to understand. Your credit report actually is the telltale sign. That really tells you, okay? Even though your credit score actually tells your behavior, but the whole report on you is the credit report. So what do you need to do? Like when you want to clean up your credit report, and actually not just cleaning up your credit report, getting ready for any type of credit restoration, everybody needs to do this. Number one, I need you to get rid of audio information on your credit reports, and only keep the current information, one of each with the exception of your phone numbers. I want you to get rid of all your phone numbers, okay? Now, did y'all know that there is an actual factoring when it comes to your actual credit score? So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about your credit score, but something I would like to let y'all know is that I do like an interactive call. I do love an interactive Zoom, okay? So I'm gonna be asking y'all to go ahead and throw some stuff in the chat. Every time y'all learn something, throw some fireballs in that chat. But let me see who I'm talking to tonight. Let me take a little look at the chat real quick. Let's see here. How many of you are here tonight because you want to become a homeowner? Throw a one in the chat. Are you here tonight because you want to buy a new car or possibly refinance your new car? Throw a two in the chat. How many of you here are actual business owners or aspiring business owners? And you like, guess what? I want business credit. Throw a three in the chat for me. Okay. And if there's anybody here who's just like, hey, well, I just want to have better credit, throw a four in the chat. Okay. I know we also got some professionals on the line as well. So if you are a professional, if you're in a real estate profession, give me real estate, throw RE in the chat. If you're a mortgage broker, throw MB in the chat for me. Okay, because I want to see who I'm talking to. Okay, I said somebody said 1, 2, 3, and 4. And guess what? That is okay. Because guess what? I'm talking to all of you tonight. Okay, all right. So no, Bellamy, mommy's on the presentation right now. I need you to go. Okay, yeah, that's my youngest business partner right here. Y'all gonna see plenty of her. All right. So first and foremost, y'all, the biggest part of all of our credit scores is your payment history. Guys, payment history is one of the most important factors when it comes to factoring, not just your credit score, but your credit report, y'all. That's 35%. That's the biggest chunk of your credit score, guys. Look, y'all, one late payment actually undoes 3 late payments, and it takes 9 months to come back from one late payment. So think about that, y'all. Whenever you are paying something late, you are damaging your credit report and your credit score, not just that one time, but every 30 days. It can drop your credit score anywhere from 50 to 100 points. Are there ways around late payments? Yes, they can be corrected multiple ways, guys. Next part is 30%, which is your credit card utilization. Guys, I don't think y'all understand how important credit card utilization is. That is actually 30% of your credit score. Is the second biggest chunk, guys. But look at this. You might have no late payments, but your credit utilization is so high. And you're like, why is my credit score coming down? It's because your credit utilization is too high. You are swiping them credit cards entirely too much. But let me also clarify something. There's a myth that people think that their credit cards should all be at 30%. And guess what? That is incorrect. Okay. Let me let y'all calculate that in simple numbers. So want y'all to understand how you do credit card utilization. Let's say, for instance, you have 2 credit cards. They both have a $500 limit. Now, we know 5 and 5, 500 and 500 is 1,000. I think we all agree there, right? Okay. So what that actual 30% means is that each of your credit cards, the balances on each of your credit cards, when you add them up, the balances should be no more than 30% of the total limits. So like we said, 500 and 500 is $1,000. But if you don't want to go over the 30% limit, that means those 2 credit cards, the balances on those should be no more than 150. Why? Because 150 and 150 is $300. I think we all agree with that. And $300 is 30% of 1,000. Do y'all get it? Okay. So even though you will say, people say, oh, 30%, 30% is okay. But what we really want y'all to have is credit card utilization under 10%, right? And I'm glad y'all here because y'all in for some more treats. But if y'all just learned something, throw some fireballs in the chat for me. Fireballs, fireballs, bam, bam, bam. That's what I want. Okay, let me give y'all a couple of more nuggets when it comes to credit cards. This is what I need everybody to do tomorrow. When you get up in the morning, Tyra said do this. This is going to help you. Now, this is when you're in good standing with your credit cards. I need you to call up your credit card company and ask for a credit limit increase. And don't ask for anything crazy. Just something that's a few more $1,000s than what you currently have, okay? I want you to ask for that. Then secondly, I want you to ask for a credit card interest decrease, okay? What you ask for, and even if it's only temporary, guess what? Less interest means you're saving money, correct? Okay. Now, the third thing I want you to do is ask for a product change without a hard pull on your credit. Now, what a product change is, you're staying within the same stratosphere of the credit card company. However, there could be a credit card that they have available to you with better terms, which may be able to save you money, more reward points, or more cash back, things of that nature. Now, if the person you are speaking to say no, you know what you politely say? Thank you very much, but I would like to speak to your supervisor. Okay, then speak to the supervisor. Now, you may not be able to get all 3. You may not be able to get 2, but if you get at least one of those, you're going to save some money. If you just learned something, throw some fireballs in the chat. Okay, let's go. So the next chunk of your credit is account history, which is 15%. Y'all, old credit is good credit. And I don't care what your mama, grandmama, cousins, baby father, sister, neighbor ever told you. Credit cards are good for your credit. Okay? They're not bad. They're not the devil. So what I need you to do is to not use your credit cards. No, you need to use those credit cards. Don't put them under the mattress. Don't put them in the drawers. Don't cut them up. No, because 15% of your credit score is old credit. And we need your account history to be as long as possible. All right? Next 10% of your credit is new credit, which are inquiries. Listen, your credit score might go down a few points when you do apply for something new. That's why when you know you have bad credit or you are within the credit restoration process, what I need you to not do is be applying for a whole bunch of stuff without the advice of your agent or consultant, okay? Every time you apply for something new, you're going to show a hard inquiry on your credit. So some people say, well, what's a regular pull? What's a regular inquiry? There's no such thing as a regular inquiry. No, it's either a hard or a soft. If it's a hard inquiry, your score is going to go down a few points, but that's okay. All right. Because we're going to teach you how to navigate that properly. If it's a soft inquiry, it's not going to affect your credit score. They generally come off the hard inquiries after 2 years. Your rule of thumb is keep it under 5 each year, meaning don't apply for a whole bunch of things. And yes, inquiries can be removed. All right. Go to the next thing. The next thing is credit mix. Guess what? Healthy credit reports have a mix of credit of installment accounts and revolving accounts. And let me tell you what an installment account is. An installment account is the type of payment that you make each month that has the same amount, meaning your mortgages, your car notes, personal loans, stuff like that. Revolving accounts are your credit cards and lines of credit. Why? Because they're pretty much like revolving doors, meaning you're going to use them, you're going to pay them down, you're going to use them again, pay them down, use them, pay them down. Y'all see, it's an everlasting revolving door. But also we have now what's called alternative lines of credit. And we're going to get into alternative lines of credit, self-reported lines, or alternative trade lines. You may heard by those type of terms. Okay. Now, first and foremost, how many of you here are actually renting? If you're renting, I want you to put rent in the chat. Let me see who rent. Let me pull up this chat real quick. Who is renting? Guess what? It's cool that you renting, because did you know you can actually use your rent to increase your credit scores? Did y'all know that? Yeah, you can. Okay. And you may be able to get some significant. Okay, so we're going to add that rent trade line to your credit report to increase your credit scores. Did y'all know y'all can add your utilities to your credit report to increase your credit scores? Did you know that you can add streaming services like Hulu, Pandora? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to name all these companies. Even your cell phone carrier, you can add it to your credit report to increase your credit scores. But let me tell y'all, other than rent reporting, because that's my number one thing I love when it comes to increasing credit scores with alternative credit. My number 2 favorite one is you'll hear them called as credit builder loans. I love to call them credit builder savings loans. And the reason why I love calling it that is because, so technically these companies are in these banks, they're going to give you a small loan, right? And you're going to make payments, and you're going to choose your terms, how long you're going to pay, and how much you're going to pay. You choose your terms, you make your payments. These payments that you make each month, they get reported to the credit reporting agencies or credit bureaus, so that they're called, to increase your credit scores, guys. Okay. And the flip side of that, at the end of the terms, is gone. All this money is actually going to a savings account. So after you're finished with the terms, you get all that money back, but minus the company's fee. If that's not fire, please, I need y'all to throw some fireballs in the chat for me right now. Let's go. Pew, pew, pew. Fire, 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 fire. I need fire for y'all, okay? All right, so another good way to help increase your credit score of authorized users or co-signers. Listen, if you're going to be an authorized user, it needs to be a responsible person. This is a person who pays their credit cards on time and have low utilization. Now, authorized users and co-signers basically are almost the same thing. But if you are an authorized user, you're most likely not going to get a credit card. But how it helps you is that you're going to take on the history and the account history and the payment history and the credit card utilization percentages of the person's credit card that you're actually riding on. Listen, y'all, trust me, I've seen some significant numbers with some authorized users. But what I need y'all to do is to continue to build your own credit profile, because as soon as your name come off that card, and we see this a lot with people who get divorced, their name come right, they're taking them right off, bam, 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 that credit score is going to drop. So while you are an authorized user or a co-signer, please continue to work on your own credit profile and strengthen your credit profile. And as stated, the person that got you to the call is going to show you how to do that. Okay. Next thing. So please do your due diligence whenever you're applying for a credit card, y'all. Know where they pulling from. Apply for credit cards that only report to the all 3 credit bureaus, y'all. Your credit is going to determine the interest. There are some secured cards where the interest is pretty much static, but that's what that one's for. And avoid cards with monthly fees at all costs. And if you can avoid cards with annual fees, please do. But sometimes you can't, because when your credit is bad or when you have no credit, you kind of got to start at the bottom. But guess what? That's okay. That's why we're here. We're going to help you build your credit, and we're going to show you how to do it the right way. Throw me some fireballs in the chat. Thank you. So your purpose for here tonight is we're talking, one of your things is become financial literate. And credit cards is a big part of your credit scores. That's why it tears your credit to shreds when you mess up. But when you treat them correctly, they strengthen your credit profiles. And just to let y'all know, strong credit profiles have credit cards on them. They have multiple credit cards. So like I said, I don't care what nobody told you. I don't care what your uncle, baby fathers, cousins, next door neighbors, co-worker told you. Credit cards are great, but you gotta be responsible. That's the big thing. So here's a few more information pieces about credit cards. I need y'all to pay those bad boys by the statement date and not the due date. See, that's how they get y'all. That's how they get us. But see, this is why you're here tonight, to get this financial literacy. Pay your credit cards by the statement date. Try the 15-3 method. Let me explain the 15-3 method. What you're going to do is play, and if you can afford to pay the entire credit card off, or at least 99% of it, you're going to make your first payment 15 days before the due date. The second payment you're going to make is going to be 3 to 4 days before the due date, because that's the actual statement date. So what it technically looks like is it's going to be 2 payments on your credit card. That one payment you make, and if y'all don't know the order of credit card payments, it's minimum payments first. Any type of fees, any late fees get paid first before it even goes to the principal. So that second payment you're going to make is going to be all principal, not interest. Any type of payments that you split up twice in 1 month, you're always paying less interest. And that's with a lot of stuff, okay? Remember to keep your credit cards under 30%, but we really want y'all to keep it under 10%. And don't forget, tomorrow, I need y'all to call your credit card companies up. Now, I got a question. Put a 5 in the chat. Who here use debit cards, y'all? Put a 5 in the chat if you actually use debit cards. Where the 5s at? Where the 5s at? Where the 5s at? Somebody said never. Thank you very much, Saul. Stop it today. Now, okay? I need y'all to stop using debit cards for the rest of your life. Okay? Stop using debit cards. There is no advantage to using debit cards. The average person swipes their debit card 70 to 80 times a month. Every time you swipe, you're putting your entire bank account at risk. What can happen? If there's some type of fraud occurs on your debit card, what they're going to do, they're going to freeze the account during that investigation, right? And who knows how long that investigation is going to take. Do you need to have all your money frozen for days at a time? I think not. Stop using debit cards today. Let's talk about the benefits of your credit cards. Now, y'all already know what bills history, credit history. We know that. Make sure that you get a credit card that actually reports. Most credit cards do reports to the credit bureaus, y'all. You get access to emergency funds. Depending on the card, you might get points back. You might get cash back or some type of rewards. And what do those points, rewards, and cash can turn to? You can use it for other things. What I love using it for, y'all, is flights and trips and hotel stays. Y'all, I travel around the country. We travel around the country. We just came back from Texas. I'm actually about to go back to Texas in 2 weeks, y'all. And actually, some of the points that I'm using, I'm getting money off on my flight because of it, y'all. So what you need to do, use your credit cards, okay? It also offers fraud protection. Some of them has sign-on bonuses. Let's talk about balance transfers so you can save money. Some of them you get the introductory period of 0%. So you transfer the balance from another credit card to that credit card and no interest, y'all, straight cash, saving money. I need y'all to stop using debit cards and use these credit cards. And based on the card that you have, some of them actually give travel insurance. They give emergency insurance in case you hurt yourself. Some of them even give you cell phone protection. So that is why you need to use credit cards. Stop putting all your money at risk. All right. So the next part. So I know. And one more time, y'all, if y'all just learned a thing or two, I need to see some fireballs in that chat. Let me see. Light this chat up with those fireballs. Where my fireballs at, y'all? Come on. Where they at? I see them. Thank you very much. Okay. So with that being said, I know there's a lot of you here on this call today who want to become homeowners. Please understand, the higher your credit scores and the cleaner your credit report is, the lower your interest rate. So let's take a look at this example right here. For those of you who are in other lands right now, who you can't see my actual screen, I'm going to tell y'all what the numbers is. The person with the low credit score, their monthly payment is $2,655. This is their mortgage for a $240,000 house. We got two people that bought the same house for the same price. $240,000. The person with the bad credit of 560 has an interest rate of almost 13%. The person with the good credit, 740, have an interest rate of 4.025. Y'all, that's over 8%. The monthly payments is doubled for the person with the bad credit, and the person with the bad credit is paying more than 2 times than the person with good credit for the same house. Please understand, this is what good credit does for you. It saves you money, okay? And please also understand, the lower your interest rate, the more house you can actually purchase when it comes to home buying. All right. So what I need to transition to y'all right now is the actual services that we call a protection plan, and how I got an $11,000 collection account off of my credit report. So let me tell y'all a little bit about myself. I told y'all who I am, but let me tell y'all how I got to this marvelous platform. So do me a favor, ladies, gents. I need you to throw a 3 in the chat for the Trinity, y'all. Throw a 3 in the chat for the Trinity if you ever been married, if you ever been in a relationship, if you ever been in a situationship, if you ever been in an entanglement, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I need y'all to throw a 3 in the chat for me, right? Okay. I'm going to tell y'all what happened with me. So me and my ex, we did some things called I like to call them extracurricular activities. All right. So unfortunately the relationship dissolved. But we all know bills keep coming, right? Right. And we decided at the time, we're going to go ahead and put it in Tyra's name only, so he can go ahead and keep on doing what he had to do. Like I said, the relationship dissolved. But do bills stop coming? I need y'all to throw that answer in the chat for me. Throw that in the chat for me. Do bills ever stop? No, we wish they did, right? So I'm a mother as well. I have a home and all that good stuff. So I had to make some decisions. I had to say, okay, all right, so food gotta be in the fridge, the heat gotta be on, the electricity gotta be on, all that good stuff. I gotta do all that stuff. And then I got all these extra stuff over here. So am I gonna stop paying that stuff for the extracurricular stuff? No. And I'm a parent. Somebody gotta be responsible, right? So what I say, okay. So that stuff gonna have to go to the wayside. And it did. So what ended up happening? Of course, we got these things. Y'all heard of them before, late payments. We talked a little bit about late payments. Collections, right? Most of the people I speak to got collections. We all know what collections are. And that happened to me, y'all. I'm a human being just like y'all. I'm sitting here and I'm teaching y'all tonight, but guess what? It happened to me too, and that's why I am here. Okay? But with these wonderful services, as I stated, the stuff started coming off my credit report within my first few months of being on this wonderful program. Within the next about 3-4 more months, guys, like I said, my biggest win was getting $11,000 collection accounts off my credit report. Throw some fireballs in the chat for that, y'all. Come on, throw some fireballs. And let me tell y'all just a little bit about these services that we have. It's a comprehensive program because we don't want you to just repair your credit, because credit repair is just a Band-Aid. Credit repair does nothing if you're not going to be responsible behind it, okay? We want to change your mindset when it comes to your finances. We want to help you change your relationship with your finances in order to treat it better. And when you treat it better, it's going to treat you better. How so, Tyra? This is how so. By budgeting the money that you have, or you may need to make a little bit more money. It just is what it is. But you need to budget what you have. Some of y'all here, y'all want to be homeowners, right? Y'all know y'all got a budget. Guess what? We got something for that. Y'all know y'all need to save. Guess what? We got something for that. Okay? Pay down debt. I know I got a couple of real estate agents on the line, maybe some mortgage people. And what's the one thing that messes a lot of people over from not living in the zip code that they want to live in? Debt to income ratio. We call that DTI. But guess what? We got something called a debt pay down system. We got a business partner that paid down 80 grand in debt within a year using our debt pay down system, guys, okay? Because what do a lot of us have? We got student loans. Y'all got student loans? Throw one in the chat if y'all got student loans. I got a whole bunch of them, all right? Guess what? Student loans jumped 150% within the last decade. Y'all, how many of y'all got student loans? Yes, we got them, okay? But what y'all want to know? Credit restoration. So we are not here just to help you repair your credit, because credit repair takes the ugly stuff off the credit report. We want to restore your credit, which is going to let you restore your credit profiles and also increase your credit scores. Remember, we told y'all 2 separate entities, husband and wife, need to be worked at the same time. We have a credit builder, which is a library of financial documentation of not only education, but sometimes you need to speak directly with the creditors in writing, and we got the documentation for you. Guess what? Our credit attorneys actually run our credit restoration program, and that is why we can help anybody in the country, including the U.S. territories. They also write our paperwork. In any event that you have some legal action coming against you, they can also help you there, and they sue people. They are attorneys, right? Okay. Credit monitoring, guys. Identity theft monitoring. Listen, identity theft monitoring cost $1.4 million in 2020. And guess who also was a victim of ID theft? Me. Unfortunately, I was younger, I was irresponsible, and I was not monitoring my credit. But guess what? They killed me. They filed all types of accounts in my name. I was living in Florida at the time. Somebody was right here in Philly, in my hometown, opening up accounts in my name. Y'all, I had to file police reports and file complaints. It took a long time and a lot of money to get that stuff off my credit report, but I didn't have no monitoring system. Guess what? Y'all are getting 2 monitoring systems in one package for the same price. Net worth calculator. We already talked about your savings goal. Do me a favor. Do anybody here currently have a will and a trust? Who here got a will and a trust? All these no's. Guess what? Y'all need it. Okay. We changing that today. Guess what? Because we are in the business of breaking these generational curses and creating legacy. But guess what? You need paperwork to create legacy. Guess what, y'all? Y'all know how much a will and a trust costs by itself? I'm talking about thousands. Okay. So you want to have a will and trust. And if you want to become a homeowner, guess what? Your greatest access and assets, including your children, need to be protected here. Hey, how many business owners do we have here? Throw a 2 in the chat if you're a business owner. Somebody said they got a will, but they don't. Do you have a trust? Guess what? A will is nothing without a trust. That's to let you know. For our business owners here, guess what else you get here? Rocket Lawyer. Did y'all know Rocket Lawyer got a library of types of documentation and contracts you need for your business? Yes. And guess what? You also need to protect that business in the trust. We got a financial lockbox, which is just an iCloud-based safe deposit box, okay? And the last but not least, y'all, we have a scholarship program for children and a financial literacy company for children. So not only do we educate adults, no, we educate the babies as well. We have a youth financial literacy program where we actually go into schools, and there's an 8-week curriculum on schooling them about financial literacy. Think of where you might be today had you had financial literacy curriculums in school, in middle school, in high school. Just think about that. And let me brag to y'all a little bit about our actual scholarship program. Our scholarship program, we actually give away to high school seniors and college freshmen. And let me tell y'all the best part about our scholarship program. The parents don't even have to be customers of ours. They do not have to be our clients in order to apply. Throw fireballs in the chat for that, y'all. This company done gave away over $2 million in the past 6 years. on scholarships, y'all. Okay, so when if you know somebody who's a high school senior or a college freshman, the person who got you on this call, make sure you say, hey, I need more information about that scholarship program, because the applications come out every December. Okay, so I need y'all to actually talk to the person who got you here so they can get you that information, y'all. So guys, that's pretty much my time. Thank you so much for your attention. I trust that you learned something, but what I really need y'all to do is go put it into action. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is. Do not sit on this call tonight, take notes, and not do anything with it. Okay? I need y'all to take action to put yourself in a better financial space. But guess what? Y'all here tonight, y'all gonna be in a better financial space. Why? Because the person that got you in the car is gonna get y'all started tonight. Okay. Now, my portion is over. However, I got more treat for you. Okay, now I just showed y'all a little bit how y'all gonna save on the bag, but I'm about to bring my mentor up. He gonna show y'all how to get to the bag. We talking about getting to the money. Now let me tell you a little bit about my mentor, Mr. Newsom. So he is a father, right? He is my mentor. He also my ace, just to let y'all know. Okay, and he come from the mortgage space. So trust me when I tell y'all, he know these tips and these tricks, how you need to get how to get in the house, boom, 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 boom. He knows all about it. He's 100% knowledgeable. He's a vice president in our wonderful organization. And like I said, he got some info, some fire information for y'all. So do me a favor. I need y'all to give some respect to my mentor, Mr. Carnell Newsom. Throw some fireballs in the chat for him right now, because I'm about to bring him up. Mr. Newsom, big bro, mentor, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Tyra. I'm here, loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, 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 sir.
Oh, man. I was taking notes. You were calling my name. I was like getting a new pen, just taking so many notes. The information you just dropped was just priceless. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Like, just give her up some love. Drop some love in the chat. I mean, she just went all in. Like, I wasn't expecting for her to go all in like that, flex her muscles, and just give like a ton of knowledge. I mean, don't we wish we were taught this stuff like in early school, elementary school?
I tell y'all time again, time and time again.
College.
Whenever y'all see me, y'all will get the same person.
Where will we be at
I'm
right
the
now?
same person online, offline, driving, all that good stuff.
How to add on the right positive things on the credit to get that.
I'm the same person. Okay.
750 credit score and above. Man, where was this information at when we were kids, right? But here's the thing, guys. See, because financial literacy is not being taught anywhere, a lot of us, we struggle financially. Listen, we make bad choices,
if
right?
Any of you guys y'all need assistance, y'all know how to get to me. Inbox me. Y'all can text me at this number, 844-243-4901. Some of y'all got my phone number, or y'all got one of my phone numbers. That means y'all need to call me, or you need to text me or something. I need y'all to get serious about this financial literacy. I need y'all to get serious today. Okay? Thank y'all for being here. Y'all know I'm grateful for anytime y'all come. Y'all have a good night. I need y'all to be safe. If you need me, hit me up. I'll talk to y'all later.
Like, I was smiling and dialing, working in a little tight cubicle, giving out mortgage advice, helping a lot of people.
Thank y'all so much for coming. You missing some info. That's okay. Did you follow me, Fornisha? Did you follow me if you're still there?
It wasn't because of the work history. A lot of it had to do with the credit. A lot of it had to do with high interest rate debts. So because of that, they were